Oh, you Israelite already? So why you said the Bible's white man book?
Because I say that one is because it's got all my oppressor's words in it. The words I'm speaking right now is the words of my oppressor. This ain't the ones of my roots, man. So I feel like I'm always
so you
gonna
saying
be
the Bible?
As long as I'm reading the words of my oppressor, these words, English words that I'm speaking now.
Oh, you're saying the actual English language?
Yeah. Yeah.
So because this is written in English.
Poison.
Guess what, brother? At the end of the day, it's the language you speak, but you can clearly understand what I'm telling you, right? Okay. So if I tell you, Solomon, get off the drugs, go get some help, stop having sex with women, marry that sister. Right. Do I need to tell you that in Hebrew? Right. You understand that in English, right? Okay, bro. So at the end of the day, we gotta do what God say. It don't matter. We're gonna get the original language.
Another thing you gotta remember, I don't think you fully caught on. In Genesis 11, remember, God confused and made everyone speak different languages. You remember that, right? At one point in time, we all spoke the same language, which was Hebrew. God created all languages that we know today. So, regardless of what we say, whether it's Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, God invented those languages. So, whatever, like he's about to read, whatever language the Bible was written in, it's because God wanted it that way. God controls all things, not the man. It's God that set things up for us to learn it.
That's the purpose right there. They shall deceive the very elect. How? With images of a white man in the church that our grandmothers and grandfathers had. Go ahead. What's up, bro? How you doing? What's up, how you doing today, bro? Oh, King. Okay, King. I'm gonna call you King Solomon. How you doing, brother?
What's up with y'all, man?
Sis, how you doing? You doing all right? You believe in the Bible, sis? You do? You go to church? Every Sunday, stop going to church, sis. They lying to you. We ain't supposed to worship God on Sunday, sis. Worship God on the Sabbath. Nowhere in the Bible do it say to go to church on Sunday. Right. Don't say that, sis. We got to keep the commandments. My brother, King Solomon, how you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm straight, man. How y'all doing, man?
I'm solid, bro. So, look, you believe in the Bible?
Fuck no.
Why not?
This shit was used to enslave and do the crusades and all types of shit that ain't got nothing to do with it, brother.
Okay, so go to Revelation 2 and 9. So, you said you don't believe in the Bible because it was used to enslave us, right? Yeah. Okay. Out of all the religions and books in the world, why would they use the Bible?
Why would they use the Bible?
Yep. Because you got the Quran. You got many religions on the earth. Why would our oppressors use the Bible to enslave, to use that as a justification to enslave us? Why would they do that?
Because they rewrote it in their favor?
No. Because it's your weapon. It's your book. It's your history. So what they did, they took your book, flipped it, to make it seem as if it's theirs, so then you would say what you say today, is, I'm not reading that, that's a white man book, boom, 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 boom. But guess what? If it's their book, why would they condemn themselves in the book? You know what I mean when I say that? Condemn themselves? Meaning, why would they write their own destruction? Because in the Bible, it's prophesied that they're going to get destroyed for what they did. Watch this, read that. If this was the white man book, they wouldn't have had this in there. I'm going to show you a lot of stuff they wouldn't have in this book. I'm going to show you, bro, it's our book. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9.
Watch this.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity.
He that leads into captivity. Who led us in captivity?
The white man.
The white man, right? Watch this.
Shall go into captivity.
Shall go into captivity. When they was teaching us the Bible, they felt justified in what they did. Why would they have something like that? This is their book. Why would they put that in there? But if y'all lead you in captivity, I got to go into captivity. The white folks ain't, they don't want to go into slavery. That ain't going to happen to them. That's what they think in their mind. But this is a judgment for what they did to our people. Keep going.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Then they kill us with the sword. The judgment says they're supposed to be killed with the sword. That's the judgment. Now watch what we're going to do with your name. Solomon. Go ahead.
Here is the patience of all, here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Now go to 1 King. What's that one, King Solomon? Song Solomon 1 and 5.
1 and 5, Job 30.
Yeah, let's go there. We're going to show you this Bible is our book, bro. Watch this. And your name is Solomon, so we're going to deal with our forefather, King Solomon. One of the richest men that walked the earth and the wisest man. Read that.
Song of Solomon,
Chapter, verse 1.
verse 1. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Verse
Let's talk about Solomon right here, right? You with me? Go ahead.
Verse 5. I am black.
Whoa, what'd he say?
I am black.
Nah, he white, bro. You tripping.
I am black.
King Solomon said, I'm black. But watch this.
But comely.
And handsome. I'm black and beautiful. There you go. Who talk like that today? We do. Go ahead.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar.
He told the women that. I'm black and I'm beautiful. He told the women that. Go ahead.
As the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
Go ahead.
Look not upon me, because I am black.
Right, watch this.
Because the sun hath looked upon me.
If the sun is looking upon you, what does that mean? It's looking at you.
I'm with God.
Meaning that the sun's shining on you. He said, look not upon me because the sun looketh upon me. What happens when we in the sun? What happens to our skin?
We shine bright.
We get darker. We get black.
Oh, we get darker.
Yeah, we get black. What happens with white folks in the sun?
Shit, they change colors.
Whoa. So what did that tell you about King Solomon? He was a black man. What's the one about his hair texture? About his locks? It should be in there. Should be in there about his locks somewhere. But in the meantime, go to Job 30 and 30. Let's get that real quick while you look for that. King Solomon was a black man, bro. Yes, King Solomon was Christ's forefather. Jesus Christ, that was his great-great-great-great-grandfather, was a black man. Now watch this. We're going to keep going. I got way more to show you. Go to Job 30 and 30 real quick. Watch this, bro. We're going to show you that King Solomon is a black man, and he had locks. We're going to get that too in a minute. Go ahead, watch this.
Job chapter 30 and verse 30. My skin is black upon me.
Wait a minute, bro. You're reading the wrong Bible, bro. Read it again.
My skin is black upon me.
Job said, my skin is black upon me. That's another black man in the Bible. If this is the white man book, that wouldn't be in there. Mind you, they would have took it out. Officer, what is it? Song of Solomon 5 and 10. Watch this, bro. Now, King Solomon was black. He said, the sun looked upon me. I mean, he got dark in the sun. Let's find out his hair texture. Somebody may say to you, well, Arabs is dark, Indians is dark. They may try to trick you up like that. Watch this.
Song of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 10. My beloved is white and ruddy, and chiefest among 10,000. His head is as the most fine gold. His locks are bushy and black as a raven.
See that, bro? It said his locks is bushy and black as a raven. So King Solomon is a black man with locks. Go to Christ, Revelation 1:14. We're gonna show you what Christ looked like. One of the most important in the Bible. The most important person in the Bible, we're gonna show you what he looked like, bro. Because our whole life, what do we have in slavery? What they show us who was in slavery?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Shit that they want us indoctrinated in.
Exactly, this image right here, which is a real man, Caesar Borgia. Let's find out what Christ looked like. Go ahead.
Revelation 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Verse 14.
Verse 14.
Watch this.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Is wool a color or a texture?
Texture.
It's a texture. White like wool. What is wool? What does that feel like?
It's like
Your hair, bro. Like your hair. Because when you get old, look at the brother behind you. That's white, woolly hair, right? Go ahead. That's strike one.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Meaning when John seen him, his eyes was a little red. Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
And his feet like unto what? Fine brass. What color is brass? Right, now watch this.
As unto fine brass. As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burned in the furnace, bro. So Jesus Christ was a black man, bro, with woolly hair. So he was dark black. So we got King Solomon, his forefather, black man with locks, bushy hair. Job was a black man, another prophet. Christ, a black man. And then we read earlier about a scripture about whoever leads you in captivity must go into captivity. That contradicts what they did to us. They're not gonna put that in there. Bro, this Bible is our history book, bro. The men in this Bible are up. Go to, what's the one in Acts about they called them nigger?
13 and 1.
Let's get that. Watch what they called the apostles, bro. We was been called niggas way back then. I bet you even know that. Watch this.
Acts chapter 13 and verse 1. Now there was in the church that was in at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger.
That was called what?
Nigger.
It was called niggers, bro. Solomon? These are the apostles who was under Paul, in which Paul followed Christ. But they've been lying to us, bro. The reason why they took the Bible and they used it against us in slavery is so that we were rejected. And they took your nationality. They claim to be us. When you think of a Jew today, who do you think of? Look at that. Look at that. John Smith, Baptist, 1608. Joseph Smith, started the Mormons, 1830. Ellen G. White, 1863, Seventh-day Adventists. Charles T. Russell, Jehovah's Witness, 1872. Charles Parham, being at Pentecost, 1901. What are these people?
Kabbalism dudes.
Exactly. And look, slavery, who was in slavery at this time? Who was in slavery at this time? Who was in slavery at this time? We just got out of slavery at this time. Some of us were still in slavery.
They love to deny that
You see that?
slavery, but they own the banks, they own the insurance, they made the world go around. You feel me? Ain't no way they could. You feel me? I love hearing it. I'm aware though.
So now let's go over everything so far. Solomon was black. Christ was black. The religion that we was given to us by our oppressors intentionally to deceive you, right? Revelation 2 and 9. Because the people today, my brother, how you doing? My brother today. When you think of a Jew today, what do you see?
This man right here.
Where? Which one?
This man right here.
We're here? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. But a lot of our people don't look at this man right here.
They look at Caesar Borgia.
Okay, you already know what's going on. Exactly. Look at Caesar Borgia as the image of what Christ would be, or a Jew today. That's part of the game, Solomon. That's part of the game. That's why in slavery, they took your name away. They took your identity away, brother. What's your name? What's your name, bro? Jamal. That's why in slavery, they took our identity. They stole our language, everything we had, they took it from us on purpose. And then they woke you back up when you don't know nothing, and now they got white Jesus everywhere in the church.
We got an identity crisis, everybody.
Exactly, bro. Because image is important. Now watch this. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
So God said, because we're going through tribulation and poverty, as we do as a people today, in Oakland, in Vallejo, in Frisco, our people who's constantly going through tribulation and poverty, shot by the police, filling up the prisons, drugs in the community. But God said, but thou art rich. Why? Go ahead.
But thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of,
meaning the lies,
of them which say they are Jews.
There's people who claim to be Jews
and are not.
And are not. But what?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
They're the synagogue of Satan. I mean, they are the devil. That's what Christ said. Why do you think Jamal just said they called Jew-ish? Hey, Solomon, bro, I'm going to meet you at 5 o'clock-ish. My shirt, it's a little blue-ish. What am I saying? It's not really that what it
ain't
presents
in you,
to
it's
be.
just on you.
Exactly, bro. We are the real Jews, Solomon. We are the Israelites in the Bible. I'm going to prove that to you. Deuteronomy 28. I'm going to show you who we are according to the Bible. Jamal, you already know you're Israelite, right? I'm assuming? Okay. So now, he already know he's an Israelite already, right?
I know. I just love to hear it.
You know you're Israelite already? So why you?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. nation is women's support.